I'm going to teach you the very basics of biceps. All they do is help with elbow flexion, forearm supination, and shoulder abduction. The shoulder abduction aid to the long head is why we perform biceps with a wider grip. Number 2, when you perform biceps with elbow stabilization, it is absolutely fine. So something like this is fine. But what you want to be doing is bringing the elbow forward as you perform the movement. Keeping it back here is not the worst thing, but it is going to hinder bicep activation to a slight degree. You're not going to lose a massive amount of activation. One of the worst things you could do for biceps is this. Because you keep your elbows static and your hands are so close together, there is almost minimal bicep activation. What you're doing is actually activating the underlying muscle right here, the brachialis, because it is a stronger elbow flexor than the bicep. This is why when you perform biceps, you're supposed to generally bring your elbows forward. Do not do this for biceps, though. This is not a bicep workout. And number 2, because the biceps are generally considered slightly fast twitch, you could have a slightly lower rep range with a higher weight scheme. It is okay. For bodybuilding purposes, I recommend just doing what feels most comfortable. For those who want to know how to structure biceps in a routine properly, the only 2 things you need to keep in mind is that you involve a routine where you have your shoulders more back, like an incline bicep curl, and something where your shoulders are a little bit more extended or forward, let's say a preacher curl. So the last thing is with the elbow stabilization point. If this was such a hindrance on bicep activation, then wouldn't it be logical that the preacher curl would hinder activation, because it's also, that is why you don't listen to people like Jeff Cavalier. I watched his bicep video about from a month ago, and honestly, anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you actually learned something. Bye.